What's up, guys? Welcome to Rainbow Cup round 3 match between YoungPanda and SaltyOrca. This is map number 2. As you can see on the scoreboard, YoungPanda took the first map, and I think this is the first time so far in the tournament that we see Acropolis being picked as a home map. This obviously is the home map choice of SaltyOrca. If we take a look at what the maps look like for this one, for those of you that don't know Acropolis, you start on this little hilltop with just a few sparse forests. You have 2 small gold piles and 2 tiny gold stone piles as well, and if you want more wood and more resources, you're gonna have to move down into the center of the map where there are bigger forests and more gold and stone for you to find. If we take a look at the individual maps for the 2 players though, we see SaltyOrca has his, well, this is technically his main gold, is relatively forward, so it's not really great for him. This gold is pretty good. It's far to the back, and what I do love about his map is this little area in the back. He has this forest with a relic, a gold and a stone, and well, a forest, a relic, a gold and a stone in this little safe area in the back of his map. Oh, if only he had scouted that. He could have sent these villagers building his first lumber camp. He could have actually sent them to the back, and there we go. And now he will be, is he gonna see that? So he sees that the hill's going down, so he should know that there's something down here as well. So let's see if he is gonna scout that later on. So yeah, this is a great safe area for him to actually, oh no, and he doesn't see any of this. He doesn't see the gold, the relic, the stone, or the forest over there. So that's pretty unfortunate for SaltyOrca. If we take a look over at YoungPanda's map, his map, well, his own little hill of Acropolis is a little better than SaltyOrca's one, because also the other thing I didn't point out for SaltyOrca, other than that his gold is forward, his berries are way forward on the front edge of the map. And this map, for those of you that don't know, is played very aggressively, so you can expect some very early fuel pressure on this map. So this might be a bit of a problem for him that these berries are this far forward. If we take a look at YoungPanda's map, his berries are pretty safe. He can actually wall off the back of his base pretty easily, and then he can wall off his entire base and get both of his golds and stones inside a wall off, which isn't really that easy to always get done on Acropolis. Usually Acropolis you will struggle to actually get wall offs that are this ideal, like in YoungPanda's case. So YoungPanda with a bit of a map advantage there. If we take a look at the civilizations, that is where it gets interesting. SaltyOrca went for the Khmer, which, as you know, the Khmer player doesn't need any house, well, any buildings to actually be able to advance through the ages. So he can advance through the ages without he doesn't have the building requirements. And also the Khmer have that nifty little trick where your villagers are able to actually hop into your houses, since the Khmer seems to be the only civilization where people actually go into houses, apparently, according to Age of Empires logic. The Khmer are the only civilization that use houses to actually put people in. And if we look at YoungPanda's civilization, he's playing as the Cumans. Will we see a Cuman douche on this one? Oh, that's not really an ideal boar lure. He did push in some deer, I think. Did he push in all of his deer? No, I think he just pushed in one of his deer again. So will we see him do a Cuman douche with this? Normally with a Cuman douche, if you want to go drop your town center on your opponent, oh, and he is doing it. No, he's not. I'm lying to you. He did queue up 2 more villages before clicking up, so he will be going up on 21 pop. So that seems to be just a regular scout rush build. He seems to be wanting to go just for a regular 21 pop scout rush, which disappointing, yeah, I guess. I want to see another person try the Cuman douche and actually go for a town center drop with the Cumans. because as you guys know, or if you might not know, the Cumans are able to build a second town center in the feudal age already, and also you're able to build an siege workshop in the feudal age as well, and build battering rams. So that is castle age technology that the Cumans already have access to in the feudal age. That is why they're one of my personal favorite civilizations, just for the memes that are possible with the Cumans. Right, so we see he has 4 villages on this llama camp up here. He is walling in this side of his base completely. There we go, and he's just gonna plug this with a house, I assume. And then, I mean, like I said, his base will be completely walled, and he's gonna have a perfectly safe, well, both of his golds and his main stone is gonna be perfectly safe on his little hill. Let's see what SaltyOrca is planning on the other side. Did he create militia? No, he didn't create militia. Ooh, he would really want to actually either build a house next to this just for the villagers to jump into, or he should probably just wall in these villages, just put a little palisade wall around this just to keep them safe from any... Oh wait, and now we see villagers coming forward. Okay, now he's just gonna put a town center right over here. That's a little boring, I must say. It's boring, but I guess it's safe. It's the percentage play. So there we go. So he is going for the town center on the side, and I wonder why did SaltyOrca actually build the barracks, because you don't need to build a barracks to be able to build a stable with the Khmer. You can build a stable, you don't have the building requirements for aging up and to build other buildings. So you don't need to build a mill to farm. You don't need to actually farm, your farmers don't need to drop off there. There we go, and that's the other advantage for the Khmer as well. You can farm just about anywhere and you don't need to drop off your food at any point. There we go, now we see SaltyOrca pushing forward with 2 scouts, and we already see 3 spearmen ready for YoungPanda. And he didn't even scout the the opening for SaltyOrca. I think he might have seen the scouts run past his scout, and his scout is just chilling in the middle of nowhere there. And now SaltyOrca will run into the second town center. He will find the second town center, and yeah, now he knows. Okay, now he knows what his opponent is up to, and he also knows that from this he can deduce that his opponent won't have too much military to back this up, because the second town center does require quite a lot of resources to keep running and to actually get up and to sustain. But YoungPanda is one step ahead. He has, what's this, 4 spearmen just chilling over the front of his base, protecting the front of his base, and basically making his villages, his entire economy, untouchable. So now we see a blacksmith coming up here for SaltyOrca. Is he... Okay, both players are pretty low on resources, but now we already see the power of the Cuman Feudal boom happening. Well, I was gonna say that, yeah, YoungPanda only 1 villager ahead so far. Like I said, it's pretty tough keeping both town centers running at the same time with only... How many farms are these? With only 8 farms, and okay, now he has 5 on his berries. And now he is housed as well, so now he needs to put up a house somewhere. Okay, he's putting up a few houses. And SaltyOrca now running around with his scouts. And he's doing some damage to YoungPanda scout. I think SaltyOrca, yeah, he should stop creating scouts now, since he can see that YoungPanda does have quite a lot of spearmen. And well, he did get a kill, or he did get 1 kill already. He did manage to kill 1 villager that I didn't see. There you go. Did YoungPanda put his scout on auto scout, or no? He's just running around. I think he's just scouting the middle of the map to see. Yeah, to see if he can see any units coming forward from SaltyOrca. But they're already on this side. And ooh, a market. He wants to build a market there, but this village is going to be picked off pretty easily by SaltyOrca. There you go. So that villager will die. And did he get, well, he didn't get bloodlines, but he did get the first armor upgrade for his scouts. And now we see even more spearmen being created here by YoungPanda. SaltyOrca getting wheelbarrow already as well. So I mean, he's getting ready to go up to the castle age. So pretty good work by SaltyOrca so far. He is getting ready to get up to the castle age. And once he gets there, what would you expect him to see from him? I think he might go for crossbows. Knowing that his opponent does have quite a few spears out, he might decide to go for crossbows and have the crossbows around to defend his scouts against the spears, and then just use his crossbows and his scouts to raid the wood lines of YoungPanda. But now he is going in with these 5 scouts. It says that he has 6 military units. I'm just not sure where the 6th unit is. Oh, he does have 6 scouts over there, and he's picking off the, there we go, he picks off the spearman with the 6 scouts. He might as well just pick off this spearman as well, but YoungPanda is just one step ahead and just walls in, plugs that little hole that he had with the villagers. There we go, and now he is sending more spears forward. So no way in here for SaltyOrca. He needs to, I think he needs to get up an archery range, try and get a range up and see if he can start pressuring this area with some crossbows instead of just with his scouts running around. Although he is getting quite a lot of value from these scouts, he might get a pick off. Oh no, he's losing a scout, although he might get this villager at the back on the farm. Is he gonna go for it? No, he's just running around, just taking this spearman on a little chase around. Yeah, now he has 2 spearmen chasing him, and he's running into the town center, so he's going to lose quite a lot of HP on his scouts. But we will see him almost in the castle. He's halfway to the castle age, and YoungPanda not, well, he needs 100 gold and about 200 food still to get up to the castle age, but he's being idled quite a lot. Well, not that much right now. There we go, another villager down. He might lose yet another one, but here we can see the power of the Cuman boom. Even though he has lost a few villages, he is already 20, well, no, sorry, well, now 20 villages ahead. He's already 20 villages ahead, SaltyOrca, as YoungPanda, even though he has lost a few villages on his farms and on the berries over there, and on the woodline over here. So even though he has lost a few villages, he's already 20 villages ahead thanks to the power of the Cuman Feudal boom. And he should be able to click up to the castle age pretty soon. Okay, no, he's not even, it doesn't even seem interested to click up to the castle age. He's now putting down a second stable for himself. So he does seem to be wanting to go for knights himself, but good job there by SaltyOrca denying that stable, or delaying it at least for just a little bit. Oh, and he missed an opportunity there to get a free villager kill. Although, are there any, there's no low HP villagers on this gold over here, so I mean, he can do some damage, idle the gold a little bit, so he causes some idle time, does some damage. I mean, this is a great job so far here by SaltyOrca, and in the meantime he is busy racking up, well, busy massing up a few knights on his side. So these scouts are basically just, they just free units right now. They can just run around and be annoying as much as he can. I almost hoped he would see this low villager just chilling over here. And now YoungPanda is on his way to the castle age as well. He is almost getting to the castle age. He's about 66% to the castle age now. And now we see he is busy scouting SaltyOrca's base to make sure to see where all of SaltyOrca's resources are. And now we see the 4 knights come in, and this is going to be massive. SaltyOrca attacking the woodline with his scouts, and at the same time he has his knights in on the front on the gold. Oh no, and now he runs away and takes a ton of arrow fire from the town center, although his scouts pretty much cleared up that woodline there. And now YoungPanda is in castle age, but he is behind. Well, he's not behind, he's still ahead in villager count, since he did have the extra town center running already. So he still is ahead. And immediately we see YoungPanda going for 3 stable camels. So these camels will pretty easily clear up all of SaltyOrca's army, and then SaltyOrca will have to, then you will have to switch into, let's see what he is going to do. If he's gonna add some monks with his knights to deal with the camels, or if he's gonna stick to the knights and just try and outmass the camels. Although at the moment YoungPanda already has three stables up, so outmassing the camels is gonna be a little difficult for him right now, especially since he does have the inferior economy at the moment. So what he can do is he can just run around. Also remember, the Cuman, he is only getting husband now, so he will actually, the camels will make up the distance between them and the knights. They will catch up to the knights, and they will take down the knights bit by bit until he has husbandry completely researched. Oh, and that's not a fight he wants to take. And now we see some knights coming out for YoungPanda as well. And I don't think this is a good fight for SaltyOrca to take. He needs to switch out of knights. He needs to switch to crossbows. Ideally now, crossbow and pikeman would be the ideal composition for him right here to deal with these camels and with the rest of whatever YoungPanda is creating. And now we see SaltyOrca. Oh, he's just attacking the barracks. Not really the best idea with these knights. He's attacking the barracks, and now the camels are coming at him. How's it, Daisy? How you doing, man? Coming to support your teammate. Oh yeah, and now YoungPanda, well, SaltyOrca running away with his knights. He needs to get out of there. He doesn't have the numbers. So YoungPanda even has the camels mixed in. So now SaltyOrca definitely needs to, he needs to actually take care of these units as well. Well, this villager on the woodline will easily die to 1 or 2. Well, wait, what? Did you guys see that? Did that knight just get stuck on the relic? Now we see a single spearman coming out here for SaltyOrca. I'm not sure if that spearman will do much good versus these knights and camels, but I must say, at least, oh no, he still doesn't have bloodlines yet. Okay, like I said, this villager is gonna go down. Is it? Oh yes, it's gonna go down. Wait, why doesn't he have bloodlines yet though? YoungPanda has bloodlines. Why doesn't SaltyOrca have bloodlines yet, dude? Wait, the Khmer do get bloodlines, right? Right? Well, we are all for bullying in-game. In-game bullying is allowed and is why doesn't he have bloodlines? He's creating so many knights, but with no bloodlines. Why? Orca, why? Okay, he's trying to force his way. There we go, and is in, and now he can get in on the eco. But the problem is, getting in on the eco right now is more of a trap than actually an advantage for him. Because now he's gonna be chased down by superior knights and camels simply because he didn't get bloodlines. He does have, he has both armor upgrades. He has a second armor upgrade and he has forging, but he still doesn't have bloodlines on his knights. And he still hasn't created a. I still want him to create an archery range, or at least some more barracks to actually deal with all of these knights and camels, because now he's basically just running his knights around, not doing anything with them. And well, if you look at his resources, he's got 2,000 gold, but he's got no food. He's got basically no food and no food income. Well, he doesn't have no food. He's got 22 villages on farms. But the problem is he's massing knights and pikemen, so those 22 farms won't really sustain much other than production, so he'll never be able to get up to the Imperial Age of that. On the other hand, we see, well, neither will Panda with the way that he's producing and the way he's stockpiling stone. He's got 1,200 stone on his side. So we see SaltyOrca with stockpiling gold, and okay, Panda, did he just build a castle? So there we go, and he's gonna put up a castle over here. I don't know if I love this castle position though. I mean, what is this castle protecting? one forest. Rather put it here to protect the gold, or here to protect the stone, or even here in front to actually pressure his town center. There you go. And obviously, as you guys know, capped ram for the Cumans in Castle Age. It's absolutely massive. There's very few things that you can do against this in the Castle Age, and it does seem like YoungPanda is going for a full Castle Age player. And now he can just fall back. He sees the knights and the pikemen come in, he can just fall back. Ooh, and now he's sacrificing his rams. Unfortunately, that's a pretty expensive thing to do. And we do see now that SaltyOrca is busy saving his way up, or well, idling his production buildings to get his way up to the Imperial Age, and he is just about ready to click up in a second. Nope. He was ready to click up, and now he starts spamming villages from his town centers right as he was ready to click up. And now we see a second castle coming up now from YoungPanda, and another cap ram coming forward. Although this ram might be in danger if he sends it forward on its own like this. And now SaltyOrca still with his unbloodlined, yes, that's a word, with his knights with no bloodlines running forward, trying to do some raiding. He does kill the monk. We almost had got to use our emote, but unfortunately not. And now he's in with his knights, but the problem is, what is he gonna do inside? Because he's just gonna get trapped. We might get a few villager kills. He's already 50 villagers behind. Look at Panda's already on 122 villages, and SaltyOrca only on 75. And we see SaltyOrca currently on 3 town centers, and YoungPanda on 4 town centers, of which 2 he has had up since the start of the Feudal Age. And now we see YoungPanda going for fletching. Is he making a switch into... No, he doesn't have a range down, so he's not making a switch into ranges. And now we see SaltyOrca coming forward with these villages. Is he going to build a castle? Where is he going to build a castle? I want to see where he's going to drop a castle. The problem is now he is pretty much out of military units, and he's still only going for knights. And he calls it. SaltyOrca calls it. YoungPanda takes this one 2-0. And he goes up with 3 wins and 0 losses in the tournament. So he officially now is the top player on the leaderboard. After this, leaderboard will be released on Sunday evening, since I only updated after all of the matches for the round has been played. Since we are doing a Swiss system round format, I can only update the leaderboard at the end of the round. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to subscribe by clicking on my face to the left. To watch what I'd like you to watch, click the top video on the right. If you'd prefer to see what YouTube thinks you should watch, then click the bottom video. So until next time, happy gaming!